Hello everybody, welcome back for some more BioShock 2, and today we're continuing off in Popper's Drop, and this time we are heading toward what looks to be like the area that we can't continue from. There's going to be a brute splicer coming up and basically going to end up blocking the way, as you'll see in just a second. So we're going to have to learn a new ability, like I mentioned, I think last time, or one of the previous videos. We need a new certain ability to acquire ourselves to get through some of that little trouble that we're going to have there. Hopefully you guys can't hear my TV in the background, but I doubt you can. I don't know, it's possible. Also, whenever you're hacking a safe, and if you actually get on the red, if you end up getting on the red, if you want to shut the bots down from, the security from coming to attack you, just either go to a bot shutdown system and or just auto hack it, or just basically hack the safe in general, and you should be fine. So that's something that's kind of relatively nice and new in this game that I think it does specifically better at. So I want to give you guys some news. My Elgato almost completely crashed again, and it was terrifying that it would have done that, but it's just the life of a Let's Player, I guess. Sometimes your stuff works, sometimes it don't. Anyway, I had to download the newest version of Elgato just to even frickin' get this stuff to work. So I don't know if everything's gonna record just fine. I hope it did. I hope it does. It did export pretty well. The reason why most of the newer versions, except for like the first two versions of Elgato, didn't work for me was because it didn't have the export file to export the video to MP4 original. That was an option that you had. And for some reason, if I went to go export the video in any other format, it would take fucking days to even export. And even then, how could you even trust it to even export itself? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things that scared the shit out of me like a long time ago when I, was having these issues before with Elgato. And I've always had issues with Elgato, but I mean, I will say this, it's a good recording device, but make sure that you understand what you're getting yourself into, because you might end up getting into trouble with it. It might fuck you at the end of the day, is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, looks like we have to fight a brute splicer. Well, I don't think this is the same brute that we actually ended up beating earlier. Also, whenever you hack pretty much anything, you can actually buy out the hack if you wanted to. So that way you could just kind of save yourself the trouble here. I'm not going to worry about the little sister gather just yet, because I have, well, a brute splicer, which, by the way, these guys are new. These guys are new to the generation of BioShock. And that's what I liked about BioShock 2 was, like, they actually added in, like, newer, different enemy types. And you'll see there's actually newer Big Daddies as well. Some of them which aren't really that tough, but, actually, both of the new ones are really not that strong. In my opinion, they're not that powerful, honestly. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna walk in here. Also, a quick update on the Legothon. I did mention on Twitter. I have my Twitter privated just because of reasons. But anyway, I did mention on Twitter because I like to talk to myself. I had made an official statement basically saying that I don't plan on doing it anymore because I don't feel like I would be able to do it, and at this point, I'm starting to think that maybe that might still hold true. That still might hold some value. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. It was just an idea, and like I said, I did get some feedback, saying, hey, do whatever you want to do. If you want to stream it, stream it. You don't, whatever. So, just keep in mind that it's just an idea. It may or may not happen in the future. Just keep in mind everything I say. Just pretty much take almost everything I say with a grain of salt when it comes to like doing literally anything in the future or just any project plans at all. Just always take it with a grain of salt and just expect me to maybe do it, but also maybe not. So I'm going to go ahead and I might get level 3 here, I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Yeah, caution, make night living creatures on repeated shots. An eternal heating mechanism heats rivets for a white-hot temperature before they are fired. So I'm starting to wonder if, like, the rivet gun was used for something else besides, obviously, killing people. Which I think it was. I mean, it's basically kind of like a nail gun, ain't it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm stupid, but they look like nails to me. I don't really know a whole lot about anything. Oh, fuck. Got some thugs in here, huh? And some lead heads, too. This is also going to be the same level I think we get the video camera at. Now, the thing is, I don't mean to treat you guys like you know anything about this game. Like, some of you are probably new to this game or have never seen it before. So I don't mean to be like that guy to kind of just spoil everything. But this is BioShock 2 we're playing. And honestly, a lot of people just don't care for this game at all. And I understand why they don't, but I personally like this game a little bit. You know, I do respect this game quite a lot. It does hold some value to me. It does. You know, I pre-ordered it back in the day, and I can tell you this right now, I did not, what's the word I'm looking for? I did not regret it, I'll say that much. I loved playing the multiplayer, which I have videos of me doing the multiplayer on my channel. It has some pretty fucking, I wouldn't really say a cringy intro. It was made by David back in the day for me, but it was back in that period of time where I was just, you know, a weird, I guess. Well, I still am, but, you know, I was weirder. I had this enthralling, how do you put it? I had this, obsession with anime and stuff. Which, I mean, yeah, I still do to an extent, of course. I mean, you know, that's never gonna really go away. Also, destroying a security camera like that really isn't gonna save you any trouble, so you're gonna have to find... You're either gonna have to die, which I'm probably just gonna do myself. So, you know, I'm just gonna save myself the trouble. I don't care. Yeah, you lost all that health, and yeah, you died, so it's like, whatever. But you'll at least get half of it back. Also, when you die, this is something kind of interesting, too. Your little sister will actually stand in front of the Vita chamber waiting for you to come back. So it's really kind of cute, and also at the same time, you know, kind of worrisome, too, because, well, you gotta grab her, basically, you know. She can't just automatically come onto you. That sounded wrong, I know, but whatever. Alright, anyway. I probably should have bought some trap rivets, but that's okay. We have a healing station here, so we'll be fine. By that, I mean, like, if I do some damage to these guys, then they'll basically just fucking die, so... All I gotta do now... I got plenty of bullets, and I got buckshot, so... I should be fine. And plus, they're thugs, mostly. Yeah, I think they're not supposed to damage you and her. But I already have the trophy, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a big problem to me. Fuck off. I did want to stream last night. I've been wanting to stream for a long time, believe it or not, but I can't get myself to do it because just every time I stream, I feel like there's just people there that just, you know, don't want me there, I guess, so to speak. It's a feeling I have all the time, no matter where I'm at. Even at, like, funerals or just family gatherings, it doesn't matter. Like, I always feel like I don't belong. Like, I'm doing something wrong. But then again, like, when I do these videos, like, I'm doing these by myself, and I'm just here talking and playing a game, you know, that's it. That's really all these are. You know, and people watch them, people like them. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the LEGO Star Wars that we're doing right now. If anything, just consider that basically a Lego-thon, because... that's just going to end up basically being it. We're just going to play, you know, LEGO games practically almost all the fucking time until we just get bored of them. Dalton enjoys his local co-op games, and I enjoy LEGO games, so it kind of works out in that benefit. And David's just there. You know, that's... I don't know if he enjoys co-op or LEGO games at all, you know, it's hard to say. But, you know, if he does, he does. He don't, he don't. So, whatever. Alright. Get some nice shotties. Some nice ammo. I probably should go buy some more, honestly. You know what? Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, I don't have very many hack darts, so I'm not gonna... I have hack darts, but I don't have enough, you know, auto hack, I guess. Now, speaking of ideas, and again, like I said, keep in mind, a grain of salt, keep in mind that this may or may not happen. There's an idea that I have in my head. Of course, I always have ideas. Basically, it's just a thought I had. Was what if I make a video series? Yeah, I know. You guys are already scared already. You're probably like, ah, fuck, here we go. Well, just hear me out. It was an idea I had the other day. Like, I was watching a video about somebody talking about, like, the newest Burial at Sea DLC. And why Burial at Sea fucking sucks compared to, like, you know, in terms of canon and just everything else. Like, why episode 1 and 2 were just not that good because of reasons, you know, the reasons that he gave off. And it made me think, like, because I've also had this other idea. Okay, I got two ideas, and they kind of started combining into one another. And the first idea I got was from watching DSP, believe it or not. He made a video ranting about what's wrong with Lego games. And as you guys know, I've mentioned plenty of times on here already that I've been playing pretty much non-stop Lego games for a while now. And I obviously enjoy them. And playing Marvel Super Heroes 2, you know, definitely brought to light, like, wow, these are getting better. And I want to make a video series, just my thoughts on a game franchise, a movie, just anything. Like, just have my own personal opinion. Basically, kind of like that whole podcast idea I wanted to do, except now it's just a video idea where it's like, you know, going on a rant or even having a guest star in the episode. That would be kind of cool, too. I have all these unique ideas, but I can never do them because I get scared of doing them. Not because I'm afraid of what someone's going to say, which that is a proper cause, of course. You know, that does happen regardless of what I do. But the initial fear comes from the fact of, like, you know, how long can I keep it up, and how long do I want to keep doing this, and am I going to do it right, I guess. And there's a bunch of different, you know, fear with it, I guess. I'm just somewhat afraid to tackle that, and I just get bored and lazy, and, you know, there's too many plans and too many things going on, which I've been busy for the last couple of days. It just, a bunch of just dumb shit's been going on, and you know how it is. You guys know how it is. I mean, it's weird, because, like, I'm not necessarily busy every week, honestly. I'm not really that busy, you know. I could do these pretty much, if I wanted to, and I said this before, I think I could do this every day. I just choose not to because I don't feel like it. I have no motivation much anymore. And I think it derives from the fact I've done this for so long, I just don't care. And plus, you got other people, you know, hacking at your back, constantly saying, basically making it feel like this is nothing but a competition on YouTube. Like, I'm not competing for anything, but you got people always talking about their YouTube versus yours, and it's like, it just kind of demotivates you. You know, it's like, oh, your channel fucking sucks compared to mine, so, you know, why continue to make videos? Well, even though that's not exactly being directly said, that's basically what my brain is telling me. You see what I mean? That's what my brain does. Like, as soon as somebody even brings up the fact that my channel is failing, or just even bad, I instantly just fall back, and I lose motivation to do anything. And I thought to myself the other day, like last night, I was like, I have never accomplished anything in my life. You know, like, it's funny, like, whenever I talk to people and I tell them how pathetic I am, you know, and they say, like, oh, no, you're not. It's like, oh, come on, you fucking know. You're just hiding it. You're just trying to sound nice. That's what you're trying to do. Instead of, you guys just sugarcoat it, you know. Not talking about, like, people on YouTube, just, you know, saying in general. Are you fucking for real? Alright, hang on. I'm tired of this shit. I'm not gonna fucking deal with these guys. Basically, I had to go to a funeral this week. That's what I was talking about. That's why I'm saying all these things, I guess, or maybe even just thinking all these things. I don't know yet. I don't really know where all these thoughts are coming from exactly. Must have been built up from years. Also, if you shoot somebody in the head with a rivet now, I think it's basically an automatic burn. So, it's kind of useful. But anyway, like, somebody was, like, I was... Okay, so basically, to put it into perspective, I was basically a pallbearer, and last time I was one, I got to ride in the limo, and then I didn't get to this time. I didn't care why. I didn't want to know why. I was like, whatever, who cares? You know, I'll just drive to the graveyard. It's just the same thing. It's just driving in a fucking... It's literally riding in a fucking longer car. So anyway, one of my aunts asked me, like, you know, what the hell? Like, why aren't you in the limo? And I'm like, well, that's because me and my brother are basically pathetic losers. You know, and she's like, oh, no, you're not. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, of course we are. And it was funny because, like, my cousin was there too, and he was kind of making everything feel a little bit awkward, I feel like. Like, I guess, I don't know if he really wanted to talk to us or not at all. Like, he just kept talking to us, but it also felt like he really didn't want to. Like, it felt like he was forcing himself to for some reason. Like, he just doesn't want to be around us. And honestly, half of the people that were there probably didn't want to be around us anyway. I could tell. I know when somebody doesn't like us. It's not that hard. So anyway, he said something. I forget what he said, but he basically said I need to be proud of myself more. And I'm thinking to myself, why? What the hell have I ever done in my life that I should be proud of? I have never accomplished anything in my life before. Yeah, I started working on a game. Yeah, we kind of stopped because, well, lack of motivation and just in general, I'm just lazy. You know, it's just a hard thing to want to do, to get up every day and say, I want to do this. You know, yeah, I want to draw, but I can't because I lose motivation and I feel like my drawings are shit. You know, it's like no matter what I do, it's not good enough. And you could say like, well, aren't you a little bit proud of your YouTube channel? Well, yeah, I'm proud of my YouTube channel, but not proud of me for doing it. All I fucking do is just play these games and record my commentary. How is that something to be appreciative of? How is that something to be proud of? Like any average Joe can do it, honestly. Anybody could do it. You know? David does it. Aaron does it. Fucking, when Dalton gets the technology for it, he can do it. You know? Like, anybody literally can get on YouTube and do any video at all. Should I be proud of my own content? I don't know. Maybe, I guess. I don't know exactly how to feel about it. It's just here. That's it. I just make these videos. I do it because I want to. Simple enough. And because I feel like people want to see it, you know? And that's motivation enough to keep going with it, I guess. But if I did lose my Elgato, I'm going to be pissed off. Like, if I actually had to go get another one, I'm probably just going to be really mad. I did say that I was probably not going to buy another one, but it's a possibility. I don't know yet. So anyway, the trick with the camera is really hard to explain. I don't understand this fucking thing. Basically, you're supposed to, you know, film these characters doing things. Like, you're supposed to film somebody. You can actually take a picture of dead body. It's just like the camera from the original game. So this time, you have to kill enemies in unique ways. You have to keep, you know, killing them in a specifically different way. So, for instance, like whenever you film a thug splicer and you kill him for the first time, you automatically get an extra level with it. And I think, okay, security cameras you can't do apparently, but I believe that security bots you can. Yes, I probably should have actually kept that thing there. Why? Because, well, if I would have kept it there, I actually would have. Well, there goes that. If I would have kept the camera there, then security bots would have come by and, you know, whenever enemies come up and then shoot them down, I could just take pictures that way. But there will be plenty of security to take down and to, you know, basically videotape, so I will be fine. Maybe that. Or not. Can I just get some goddamn shit? Please? I'll take some rivets or something. Christ, I need money. How am I not having this money at all? But like I was saying, like, I just... What am I supposed to be proud of? I do nothing with my life. I've done nothing with my life. And I never will do anything with my life. Because there's always going to be somebody better than me, and they're always going to, you know, shove it in my face that, hey, I'm better than you. So, you know, fucking kill yourself. And it's like, alright. I guess I'll just go back to my hut, you know, and just do nothing all day. I don't know. It's hard to, it's just hard to explain. It's just weird, you know. I'm just doing what I'm doing. That's it. That's all I am. Some of you are probably going to take that the wrong way and be like, you know, I'm so sorry, Alex, that you feel that way. Well, there's no reason to be sorry. Like, why should you be? You know, I just make these videos. That's it. You know, that's the only connection we have. Like, none of us on YouTube are technically friends. You know, if I don't really know you in real life, you're not necessarily a friend. I'm just saying, like, even some of the people I know in real life, I would not consider friends, but they apparently do. But, you know, that's just how it is. Some of them I'd consider buddies or something, you know? It's just weird. Life's just weird. Like I said, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Take it how you will. You know, I don't really mind. Honestly, I'm not going to stop you. I can't. I don't know any of you. That's the thing, too. And that's the other thing about streaming I want to mention is why it's so weird for me to stream, because every time I stream, it just feels like the only reason people are there for is to sit there and chat with everybody. Which I know that's the idea of streaming. Like, you know, you got the stream, you got the chat, you know, you're chatting with the streamer, you're chatting with other chat, you know, people in the chat, you know, you're doing all that. But I feel like people just don't want me there. They just want a place to go so they can talk to each other and then shit all over me completely. You know, just sit there and make fun of me the entire video. Or, you know, gain their attention. And, of course, that's been noticed when it comes to, like, people that donate and, you know, give off, you know, bits and cheers and all that stuff when it comes to actual streamers. I feel like the only reason they're doing that for is because they want attention. And it's pretty obvious when it comes to the Buddhist Hotline, which I haven't really watched recently. I've gotten bored of them. It's just the same old jokes over and over again. It just gets tiring after a while. So I'm pretty much just kind of just not caring about that. But I'm just saying, like, people would call in, and I think they don't even understand the joke. Honestly, they probably really don't. A lot of the people that call in are just fucking kids, and they come on and they just start saying nigger, and that's it. You know, it's like, oh wow, that was funny. You know, it's just not. You know, if it's done in the right way, then yeah, sure, it's hilarious, but these people can't do that. They just keep doing the same shit over and over again. It gets old. You know? It's just one of those things. And then I guess in terms of YouTube drama, I guess there's something going on with Ethan Klein. I don't fucking know. Apparently he's a hypocrite, I guess. From what I'm hearing. Whatever. You know, if you don't like the guy, you don't like the guy. You know? But I will admit, though, I will say one thing, though. This is just my personal opinion about him. I don't mind him. You know, I think some of his content can be pretty good. You know, I've watched his videos before in the past. And I just don't care for his podcast very much. You know, I've watched a few of them, you know, and they're okay, but his podcast now, at least the last one I seen was just, basically the video explaining, you know, him being a hypocrite and all that. Like, when I was watching that video, like, one of his buddies just pissed me off. Two of them, actually. I forget who it was, but one of them kind of sounds like he's gay, and the other one just kind of just sounds like he's got some insecurities going on in his own life. I can't even fucking tell. And I think one of them might be Jack's Films, which, you know, him on Twitter, he's kind of funny, but I just don't watch him personally. I just don't care enough. It's just that, you know. I got nothing against him. He just sounds like he might be gay, but I don't know. It would surprise me if he was, because I never thought he was, but just one of those situations, right? Like, who the fuck cares, you know? But anyway, like, just watching his podcast, just, and the guy mentioned it clear as day, you know, he's changing. You know, it just feels like this podcast thing is changing him. And I think that's the same way with pretty much a lot of YouTubers, you know? Yeah, except for PewDiePie, and, well, maybe PewDiePie, I don't know. I don't know how his daily life is. I don't even know. I know he uploads like fucking 10 times a day. You know, like every once in a while, like I'll go back, watch him, be like, oh, he's funny again. You know, I'll sub, and then that's it. It's like, oh wait, he's uploading again. And it's like, oh fuck, 3 videos in one day. Can you stop? You know, it's just one of those situations, I guess. I'm gonna try to finish up this guy. Hold on. What the hell is? There it is. So why would it not let me do it last time I asked for it? So maybe if we hack it, we get it. Okay, cool. So that's our first security, technically. And then we got our first thug splicer. Or brute, I mean. The good thing is, because the hack bots are not, well, they're friendly to us. Like, they're not going to attack us. But they're not necessarily enemies either. It's kind of neat because I can actually take a film of them. I can actually film the hack bots. Because they're neutral, and I like that. So I think the same thing happened in the original one too. Like, I think you can still do it there. Of course, you can also hack them too. By the way, brute splicers are basically just nothing. They don't really do much in terms of damage. Yeah, they got a really annoying ass knockback, but that's practically about it. Also, getting like a C or anything like that doesn't really matter. I don't think score matters to me. I just feel like it doesn't at all. It's just pointless. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so here's the problem. The left and right stick both, when you're on the select menu to like select a weapon and or, you know, a plasmid, if you're walking forward and you're going to select something, it's going to click in on the top or, you know, bottom, whichever way you're facing. It's kind of annoying. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call that a video here, and I will see you guys in the next episode of BioShock 2 when we continue on and go grab a little sister. And, of course, you know, get these new abilities that I would need. So, anyway, as always, take care, everybody.